Juniors to the Grove. Juniors to the Grove, please. All right, so Keith Moravich as we go into A-Gas, the 760 Index. Keith over in the Automobile Club lane. 67 Chevy 2 Nova, 622 cubic inches. And Jim Data, 57 Pontiac Star Chief. No, you don't call up the body store and say, give me a fiberglass 57 Pontiac Star Chief. You got to make it. Jim Data from up in Ojai. He could come down 33, but you know they have a sticker up there that says "Pray for me, I drive 33." I'm thinking Data goes around the long way and comes over 126. Keith Moravich right here in Bakersfield. They don't have to go very far at all in that 62 Chevy Nova Super Sport with 622 cubic inches. The Poncho of Data Sports 518. Data won the first half of the race. Let's see who wins the second half of the race. Yep, Data can't quite get to the 760 number, runs a 776. Keith Moravich there a 10th quicker with a 766. And Moravich goes to round next to A-Gas. Rafael Quiraga from Santa Ynez. Likewise, that Highway 126 bunks, 57 Chevy Bel Air, 728 cubic inches. Richard Wilson Azusa. The Plymouth Airflow, 1935. 511 cubic inches over here in the Budweiser lane. The Voodoo Hammy, qualified number 3, 761 with a 4. The 57 Chevy Bel Air Ralphie, qualified 9th with a 770 with a 7. And rolling the Chevy and the Airflow. Breakout for Wilson. Roth nails it. 760 with a 4. Off to 261 right, and Rolf Quiraga is coming back. Must be the Fry Bunch. The Brown and Reich Petroleum Lucas Oil sponsored 57 Chevy. Tuned up on by Austin Fry. That's Austin in the back. Danny in the front. And Fry racing folks in between. Darren Roberts. And I'm not the biggest Mopar fan, but I'm digging that 70 CUDA. The Cudulation, 810 cubic inches, number 10 qualifier was Darren. Brendan Fry Racing Bunch out of Taft, California. Brown and Reich Petroleum and Lucas Oil sponsors. They qualified number 4 with a 762 with a 1. Brendan Fry, 46 green, gets to the next round, runs 7:57 with a 3-2 quick. But a rep bulb, I got lucky in the first round for Brendan Fry. He'll take it. Austin goes, look, it was okay. You were a little quick. We'll come back. We'll fix it. So the whole Fry bunch goes, yay. They'll be coming back. Frank Miranda in the home record, number 4, sponsored by Lemon Headers. 500 cubic inches. Let's see, the home record 3's got a wing. It doesn't have blower in it anymore, but it's got a wing. And the 59 Rambler has got a luggage rack and a wing. That says so much. Paso Robles for Miranda. Ray Padgett, Santa Paula, not all that far away, kind of half a nickel neighbors. 63 Corvette. Ray was in the running for the Heritage Series Championship. Didn't quite get there. Hall slipped on by. Ray Padgett could pull himself off a championship here with ANRA. Up, big end double breakout goes to Ray Padgett. A 7:58.7, better than a 7:58.0 by 7/10,000ths of a second, and that's exactly what the margin of victory was. It was all on the, it was only 2,000ths on the tree, so it worked out at the big end. All right, Steve Davis from Oxnard. Valley Head service car. That is a lighter, brighter Gino Ofria down there is what it is. Valley Head service, 69 Camaro. And Rick Logston right here in Bakersfield, our guy with the 55 Bel Air. 812 cubic inches of Hemi in a 55 Chevy. Sportsman, attention in the pit. Sportsman to the lanes, please. Attention in the pit. Sportsman to the lanes. Win light goes to Rick Logston with a 773. Andy Hempstra was the 2010 ANRA A-Gas champion with 388 cubic inches, the smallest displacement of any car in A-Gas. That would be a thinner, leaner Gino Ofria. Backing him up, Larry drove this car for years, made his last pass with us here at ANRA. Andy flies jet planes. He is the Valley Head service driver and whoops on a lot of people with that small block. Al White, the fastest naturally aspirated GTO in the world, 632 cubic inches over here on the tower side. And Al White holds a couple of perpetual A-Gas and AFX titles. Between the big block Poncho and the small block Chevy. At the stripe, breakout, it's Al White, 759 with a 2, better than a 758 with a 6. Both good lights, 61/10,000ths, and Al White comes back for the next round. Your number 1 qualifier yesterday and the 2011 Butchie winner, Terry Newton in the Studebaker. I say that for my Australian friends. 1953 Studebaker Hawk, and Newton gets the real deal official buy run. Only 8th thou off the index for Terry Newton with the bye run. We want to thank everybody for coming out to the ANRA final and supporting ANRA all season long. We'd like to recognize our sponsors with ANRA, the great guys in Northridge at Valley Head Surface, Trophies, etc. in Delano, the Shirt Shack and Chowchilla, Ron and Tammy, E.T. Genie, CSI Contractors, Delano Propane, that is the Gormans, PPM, Finish Line Designs, TheFoat.com, CWB Oil and Gas, MHB Racing, Star Auto, the Bucks, and the Junior Dragsters Faucet Racing, Speed Scene Live every Tuesday night on your computer at home, The Rustler 2, Engine Diaper, Made for You, Brandon's Transmissions. We also like to thank ANRAimages.com. If you want your still photography, go to ANRAimages.com to get it. And our good friends at Quarter Mile Productions that are doing the live streaming this weekend. We thank you all for supporting ANRA this year. It's my pleasure to introduce Courtney Cameron. Please remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Courtney. David Burnitsky and Larry Burnitsky, a wonderful memorial service for their wife and mother, Lorraine, last night. We'll take a pass down the track in the GTO and the Camaro in honor of our lost friend, mother, and wife, Lorraine Burnitsky. Done that. All righty. And Kevin Sinichko has given the word. It's all about the Butchie and anyone. God bless America. Let's go drag racing. Tim Brown, one of the House of Mouse cars out of Big Bear Lake, California. Over here in the Automobile Club lane, the merciless mouse, Joel Grusin. That's Joel up front, bringing Timmy up into the water box. Denise Gilbert from Fresno, California in the 37 Fiat. I know they look alike, but they're 10 years apart in their vintage, and they're both fiberglass. Denise running under the index 755 yesterday with a 6-to-beat qualifier, number 15. Tim Brown out of Lakewood. Okay, they moved the location, but I know Tim lives up at the lake in the 46 Fiat, but the House of Mouse is in Lakewood. That's where the Gruzins are. And he was number 8 qualifier with a 769.7 yesterday. Junior Dragsters, Sportsmen to the lanes. Junior Dragsters in the Grove, Sportsmen in the lanes, please. So Topo's a pair. Denise Gilbert, number 2 in the points right now. And Tim Brown in the House of Mouse. They're right there and could strike this weekend. Paratopolinos goes for the finish line. Light says Denise breaks out. 761.9. Tim Brown into round next. Joel Gruzin's laughing and dancing and partying. On the starting line, he goes back to get Eiley Stafford, the number 3 House of Mouse car, the Strange Brew. '46 Fiat, small block, 355. Of course, everything at the House of Mouse has got a small block. Gary Bryn Nelson out of Ukaipa, the 23T altered. Doing the big Smoky John Force burnout. Eiley will come back and do dry hops. So, Bryn Gelson, over in the Automobile Club lane in the altered, the 46 Fiat. Ooh, it's a dry hop deal. I'm liking that. And Eiley Stafford over here in the Fiat racing for the House of Mouse with Strange Brew. And Joel Gruzin is like happy. He's got 2 House of Mousers into the second round. Eiley going 785 with an 8 to get there. Robert Overholzer, he'll be here next weekend driving McCain's Nitro Angel. This weekend, his alcohol fueled 23T was the number 12 qualifier, 864 with an 8. Jim Black with the King Oil Tools logo on the side. 32 Banner Roadster with a small block 402 blown. Sportsman, attention in the pits, attention in the pits. Sportsman to the lanes, please. Sportsman to the lanes. So, Overholzer in the altered on the Automobile Club side, the Bantam Roadster for Jim Black, King Oil Tools, here in the Budweiser lane. Going to the next round. Nice pass. Overholzer. 760 with a 1. Takes him to the promised land of round next in NE1 black. 764 with a 3. Good job, but not good enough to get by Robert Overholzer. Ed Cook coming up in that front engine dragster from Santa Paula with the small block. Taking on George Johns right here in Bakersfield, the A-plus cabinets. 48 Fiat with the big block 468. Cook with a big smoky burnout. George Johns, his traditional burnout on the limiter. So Ed Cook backing up to take on George Johns. George Johns in the Budweiser lane. Ed Cook over there in the Automobile Club lane. Hot Rod. Attention in the pits. Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Hot Rod. Hot Rod. To the lanes, please. Win light goes to George Johns. 761.4 off the 97 light, and a good win for Johns. Hans Jacob, our points leader in NE1. Ontario, California. Hans, an instructor at UTI, helping kids learn how to fix cars and bikes. Bobby Cottrell, he lent that there's a new solenoid in the trans brake on Hans's car, and Hans, he wants to thank Bobby because Bobby Cottrell lent him the solenoid because in the first qualifier yesterday, Hans couldn't back up. Hot rods, hot rods, hot rods. We need you in the lanes. Hot rods. Don't forget, October 27th and 28th, NMCA Final here at the Auto Club Famoso Raceway. NMCA 27-28 October here at the Auto Club Famoso Raceway. Hans Jacob, points leader, number 3 qualifier, 761 with an 8. Auto Club Lane, and Bobby Cottrell. Whittier, California. Let's take a trip down Whittier Boulevard. And the 2010 Dragster 496 in the Budweiser Lane Tower side. All right, Bobby's in, Hans is in. They roll. It is very close as they go up the quarter-mile. Wind light goes. Pedaling on the top end, Hans Jacob. 764 with a 9. Bobby Cottrell, 758 with a 4. And the points leader moves on another round. Once again, put it on your calendars. NMCA Final here at Auto Club Famoso Raceway, October 27th and 28th. Everybody had a great time racing with them last time. They're back for their final here, 27-28 October. March meet. Yeah. March 7, 8, 9, and 10 of 2013. Your entries and tickets are available November the 1st at Auto Club Famoso Raceway. Jason Barta gets a buy run. Probably a comp buy run. Bakersfield, the S&S Fabrications, Barta and Coburn NE1 car. Yep, originally tuned by Roger Coburn, the Ridge Route Terror. That's the other infamous car that Roger tuned up. And we just lost Roger about 2 years ago. And these things have to happen, but man, what a great guy. Everybody that knew Roger thought he was something special, and he absolutely was. When the Terrors were running, if you were going to San Fernando, you went to Lions. Wherever they went, you didn't want to be there, because they would probably, more than likely, beat you. Hey, 763.7 for Barta off an 09 light, and that's a 46 package, and that's pretty good. Don Toros. Mark Cap's not making the call, so Don Toros getting a competition buy run. Lindsay Lister's out there watching. Her dad's going over to help out the Tauruses. It's been a consortium of work between them and the Listers over the last few years. Both Dale and Don with Wallies and Butchies on their shelves. This time Dale's out, Don's in. Don, a nice 54 light. Top end, real quick. 755.8. Now the 2011 NE1 champion. Dave Gruz, the last of the House of Mouse cars. That's Joel running up the line because he has three, count them, 3 cars in the NE final next round. Was supposed to race the Santa Maria car, but it didn't make it last night with Alfonso Esparna at the wheel. So Gruzin gets the buy run. He was the number 6 qualifier. 7.65 with a 7. Dave Gross, 2011 NE1 champ. Oh, nice 19 light. Up at top end of the track. Joel Dave Grosen, 758 with a 7. It's all good. House of Mouse Master Joel has got 3 in round 2 of NE1. And Joel, who's a happy man, is a very happy man at the moment.